Makers Classic. Jin Green Wings, creator.
Okay, generic Green Wings, creator. So, here we are, Tasteless. Who do you actually think wins this?
You know what? I've been hyping creators so much, but I'm going to go back and say that I think it's going to be Classic.
Well, you thought Innovation was going to beat Classic, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah. How'd that work out? You also thought that Classic would beat Creator the first match.
I did.
And that Innovation would beat Keen.
Yeah.
Have you gotten anything right? So
Well,
who did you call in Keen versus Creator? You called Creator, I bet. I think you did.
No,
actually.
I did. I called Keen. I called Keen on that one.
Bull.
I did. I
Bull.
did.
You didn't.
Now, well, you got to think of in this one.
I'm changing reality. You called Creator. That's 4 wrong guesses.
What you don't know about me is that I'm a time-traveling caster, and I was in the wrong timeline here, so I was trying to cast to the future.
You probably messed up and made it the wrong timeline.
I could have, yeah. You might be right.
The other timeline that you came
Because I stepped
from,
on a butterfly
Maru
somewhere.
won five GSLs in a row.
You imagine the butterfly effect here? It's like I stepped on a butterfly in the past, and then Creator wins. It's like, no, I don't even think that could ever work out the way that you think it would. But no, I think Classic can come back. We'll see. I think Creator just played also a fairly exhausting series there as well. What Classic just bashed his way through.
What about the fact that he has a probe not mining gas?
Oh my God. There's a probe that has...
You want to change your prediction here?
What? Because one of his probes has narcolepsy? Huh? What does Classic do? Is that Stargate hidden out there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Just in his natural.
Yeah, that's actually pretty bad that he has one.
Do you see that?
Probe. I like the shine.
He's going to be like, why can't I afford anything in my build order that I've done a million times?
Yeah.
Okay, he finally figured it out after so long.
Now, it's going to be 2 Adepts coming out here for Classic. Stalker here for Creator. Because we both have a Stargate text. Stargate's going to finish a little bit more quickly here for Classic.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what Classic can get done with these Adepts. Doubt that he will be able to get any damages of now. Classic is going for Phoenixes. So, definitely different from before. He went Oracle previously, remember? I like that finishing, by the way. I think people don't let their pylon finish enough.
Well,
it's just
it
so
can be
annoying.
uncomfortable. It'll mess with, any OCD feelings you have about your build order, but in reality, it actually buys you a lot of time.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. He sees the timing of that, but I don't believe that he saw the... Yeah, he didn't see the Stargate.
Mm-hmm.
So he's making oracles. Maybe this is just a reversal, as the season says, of the first series.
Yeah, we've got the first oracle is going to be banked here, actually, for Creator.
He's doing the good old 2 oracle.
Yeah, I like this.
Now, if it just randomly goes in the opposite direction of where the Phoenixes are, right? Because the Phoenixes, I mean, sometimes you'll spread them out, but a lot of times you keep them kind of clumped up. But that could be tons of damage.
Absolutely. Especially if no batteries in the main or anything to protect that.
Or if you line up your shots perfectly, which we sometimes see people mess up. But
which we don't always see, but in an ideal situation here.
It's funny when you don't, because it's like, well, if you're going to do the strat, you should really nail
We've
that.
had it a couple times where it's actually not synced up, but it defeats the whole purpose.
Ooh.
Okay, so this is actually total disaster here for Creator. He loses 1 Oracle. We know exactly where the other Oracle is going to be now.
Yeah.
And so the Phoenixes can actually pursue even further here. The Oracle having no shields at all. The Stalkers all the way outside of the main here.
Creator getting a taste of his own medicine.
Oh, I don't know about these Adepts attacking the Nexus, but this is a lot of potential kills over here.
Yeah, shades it up there. Okay, gonna take out the other Oracle. These Phoenixes doing some work. Oh my God, he's not gonna take out the other Oracle. That was ludicrous.
Can't believe this.
That is so funny. That shield battery was such a hero.
That specific interaction that often.
I don't remember ever seeing something live through that like that. That was crazy.
The counterattack here is going to kill about 2 probes. Meanwhile, I mean, Classic still is dominating over in Creator side of the base. Creator now making Blink to try to cope with the threat of air.
Does have that quicker Nexus though, right? So
He does, but
there's
losing
some
a few probes
redeeming things going on at
can
least.
hurt.
Yeah. It's just such the opposite of the first game.
Yeah. So that proxy pylon has been cleaned out. This would be a great moment to snipe this sentry here. An easy kill.
Too bad that hero shield battery wasn't up there now.
Yeah, save him as well. And I gotta say, I think Classic's doing a great job with this. He
Yeah,
didn't
he is.
overmake Phoenixes or anything like that. And now we're gonna get the Forge done, telegraphing that Classic wants to bring this into a longer game.
Yeah.
Wants to get upgrades and have a stronger army in the latter part.
No one's about to die.
And also, I like the creator goes for that Nexus right there.
Absolutely.
Because
agree
you know
with
you got a Forge making. There's
love it.
Phoenixes out. A Nexus is something that's much harder to punish with those tools that you have.
I think it's a great play, right? Get the Forge, get charge immediately when your blink is done as well. Oh, this is so painful, though.
Yeah.
You know, you're trying to get ahead because you are you're forced into the situation when you've gone Oracle against Phoenix. It almost always turns into a gateway-based army against an Immortal-based army, right? And so you really want to protect your economy so that you can overwhelm. Look at how many Stalkers he made. You can tell SOS is on his team. This is like one of those funny moves that you sometimes see where it's like, oh yeah, no, I just made 30 Stalkers and tried to kill him, you know? Look at how many Stalkers he has.
Yeah, he has not slowed down with that. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Now, Classic's going for a much more traditional approach now, just getting Immortals out, getting the rest of his tech. Now, the Phoenixes can come back in and do some damage, but how much is actually there to defend on Classic's side of the map?
Yeah.
I mean, Artos has already highlighted how many Stalkers are there. This is a kind of a surprising number here.
Yeah.
But, you know, with one Immortal, maybe he'll be okay. He's going to try to target that Immortal. It backs away. He does get the Sentry. Now, there's no War Prism that was made, correct? I didn't see one on the production tab. So, the problem there is that if the Immortal's in a good enough spot where it can just retreat a little bit, the extra Immortal shots that come off are going to really hurt.
I'm actually surprised the way that he handled that. I felt like that was a blink forward, not blink away moment. Trade in, get the Immortal. That's actually an old way that Blink Stalker would fight against Immortal builds, is you just very aggressively trade for Immortals. And sure, maybe they kill more Stalkers than the value of that Immortal, but Immortals increment out, and Stalkers get made much more quickly. So it's, and when you have Blink and they don't, that actually makes a big difference. So,
especially after you kill that first Immortal, because then you can usually just try to retreat with the rest of the weaker Stalkers and get a good fight.
Right?
Immortals, even though they counter Stalkers, they're only as good as the other units that they are with, whether that's units that block the path of the opposing forces that are trying to kill the Immortal, or, for instance, your own Warp Prism to pick that up. A lone Immortal, especially against Stalker Blink, I mean, that's revenge of the Stalkers.
yeah. I feel like he did miss an opportunity there. I think that would have been a very brave and cool move from him, but now he's sitting here on a lot of Stalkers, right? His economy is not really better than Classic's. He's like making a couple shield batteries. I mean, when Classic attacks you, I don't know if a couple shield batteries are going to change the fact that he has 3-4 more Immortals than you do.
And sometimes that's the biggest thing you want to watch for in PvP.
Yeah,
It
generally is.
It's just like, how many Immortals are there? Where are they?
Yeah.
And if they're there and they're fighting, are there ones that are wiggling around in the back that are not doing damage?
I'm kind of surprised he picked up 2 Immortals for harassment.
Well, he probably feels pretty safe. And the problem is that if he loses those 2, then it's...
Yeah, if he loses those, then
it's like,
suddenly
well, now-
Creator,
Yeah.
he has real potential to take it, right? I mean... Oh yeah, those feedbacks are doing lots of damage. Half damage feedback on Phoenixes that don't even have energy for a lift.
That's what I call StarCraft.
Yeah. Like, what is this, Warcraft 3? Come on now. Now, where is this Immortal drop? Because I think he's got to be so careful with this. If you catch him right now with Blink Stalkers...
Well, I think he might be able to get away. And in fact,
God.
But Artos, what if he Blink Stalkers over here into the main?
Well,
or just loses them? And, okay, that was the worst.
He tried to get a hallucination. He tried to fly a hallucination over that army so he could blink into the main base.
Luck.
What?
Never mind. Old joke. Remember Hydra Huck? He tried to say the hallucination. He called them Hallux or whatever. People try to abbreviate stuff so fast. As
thought you said
as I
a la-
said it,
a
I
la
kind of
Huck?
as I said it, I kind of like stopped myself. I'm like, this one's not that good.
No.
Sorry.
Like you said, like a la Huck. I'm like, do you speak a language I don't speak?
Only one word of it. Okay, so we have a lot of Immortals here. The Archons, the Warp Prisms, they're all in a good spot, but this is an awkward angle, and there are shield batteries here. Supply is superior, but positioning can actually balance that out.
It's hard to imagine that this is gonna be held easily. Okay, let's see. He's got his Immortals getting some good hits. Obviously, the shield battery's helping out. He has his Immortals sitting in the back, but
there were
4
some more
Immortals
Zealots.
attacking.
Yeah, some more Zealots down there at the bottom. We need to have some more Warpins here.
Well, I don't know what that
And
blink
I
forward was, but
Oh, hold on. Is he going to be able to break through here?
Yeah,
I think he
so.
will, yeah.
I mean,
Enough Archons, Immortals, and everything else. Classic bashes through. Total opposite result of what we had in, was it Game 2? Between these two in the first series they had, where Creator won and held off that attack from Classic. Classic completely and totally redeeming himself, meaning he's 1 win away. And Creator, who was kind of the big story starting today off, defeating Classic and then
right?
looking great against Keen. He's 1 loss away from being out. And once again, getting shelved back to where he always ends up in GSLs, at least currently.
you know what? He got the bad end of build orders, to be fair, but he overmade Stalkers, which generally means aggression. And then he went up the ramp, and there was no shield battery next to Classic's army. There was only 1 Immortal and only 1 Sentry.
Yeah.
I maintain that I feel like he should have jumped on the Immortal and tried to just continually trade in this game, but
You know, dude, I think you're right. It did look pretty weird.
it's like what are
he
you
seemed to
overmaking
have
Stalkers
enough.
for? Are you hoping that he's not going Immortals?
Also, you overmade the Stalkers. You need to use them.
Yes,
you can't
you
get
have
cold
to.
feet with that.
No, you can't. They're not going to do anything.
Makers Classic. Jin Air Green Wings. Creator.
Still has a shot here. You know, that game went south. Wrong into the build orders. Oracle against Phoenix, they both get caught. It's like,
Yeah, but I think what you were talking about earlier is also, it has to be said in the same breath that he did not do with the Stalkers what I think he could have done.
There's
Against
no
the
other
one,
reason
against the one Immortal. Because
there's-
he had driven the game in a situation where you need to do something decisive about that. The idea is that you blindside them with a number of Stalkers, and they're maybe not set up correctly. The Immortal count hasn't gotten out to be big enough where you can snowball this by starting to warp in more and more and more after you've killed that first Immortal, but he did back off, so...
you know, what I said that was half joke, but pointing out a reality in the first game was like, yeah, I mean, he has Stalkers, but he has 8. It's not like he has 13 or something, right?
Yeah, then he has 13.
That was what Creator did was he made those extra Stalkers, so.
Well, I mean, a little bit of misfortune there, but also a little bit of misplay, I'd say.
Absolutely.
Again,
Generally, losses are a mixture of both.
very true. So we had monkeys throw darts at the mini-map to decide where the proxy pylons would be put, and there they are.
Yeah, it's
Blindfolded
not nice to
monkeys,
call
excuse me.
Protoss players monkeys, but looks like that's just a hidden pylon for Creator.
Okay, that doesn't spot it right. It doesn't graze by it.
Isn't it interesting
Oh, it does.
that every one of Classic's proxies today have been right outside his base?
Yeah.
That's just where he proxies
Yeah,
now.
almost the
he's
same
so
angle.
far down the proxy meta hole that he's going to start building his buildings in his main base. That's going to be the #1 place to hide him.
So he spotted the
Pylon, but not the Robo.
Yeah. And I don't know if you'd necessarily think Robo with where that pylon is.
No, not necessarily.
There's
think
still
the-
maybe an element of surprise in here, despite that little bit of intel. Stargate is much more common.
Yeah. I think that position, you'd be very surprised if it was Twilight. Probably Stargate, though. I think you're right. But it's not. So, it's going Stargate himself. You know, I think that these two builds are pretty even against each other overall. Really comes down to execution. The 3-gate Robo, I think probably, in my opinion, the best opener that there is. But you know, there's all these things that can make this difficult, right? You have the opportunity to build Void Rays. You could make Phoenixes. You can obviously go into Robo from there and try to harass while you're defending.
Okay, he is not.
Does Creator actually realize that he saw the pylon?
Well, no, he has to know.
Does he have to know?
I'm
Are you supposed to check what's there or no?
Well, it is weird, right? He's still trying to go up to the front to see what's going on when there's something much more important.
Well,
and he's expanding.
Yeah, that expansion's going to be canceled 100%.
Yeah, okay, so
the question becomes, can he hold on? Yeah, okay, so he's scouted exactly what's going on.
There it is.
Get up that ramp.
Oh, goes for a little bit of a fight, trying to hit the Warp Prism. The Warp Prism backs up, and it goes down!
That was the most hero thing I've ever seen in my whole life. I can't believe he busted that, and he let the battery finish, which means he holds. This was... I got chills right now.
The thing just won't die.
It turns out Shield Battery Oracle is the best thing in the whole game. Holy crap. You thought...
Especially
everyone thought it was Warp Prisms and Immortals.
No.
That's so yesterday. Bunch of puddle drinkers out there, okay? This is the new thing.
It's funny, too,
Oracles and shield batteries.
Against Stalkers, the Stalker shots take so long in between themselves that it's almost ripe for comedy, watching how many times the Oracle almost dies and then doesn't.
Well, what about 4 Phoenixes running out of ammo trying to kill an Oracle? Right? We saw that last game.
They used up all their lasers before they were able to get that.
The lasers were gone. Yeah. We didn't even know lasers could run out.
Yeah. Now, what is going to be the game plan here from Classic? Because there were 2 major consecutive errors. I guess he's going to just try to do an elevator play.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Faked it out. Faked it out.
The fake elevator play.
The elevator's not working today. Now he's got some great force fields up.
Yeah, those are good.
More shield battery shenanigans. He's going to go for the pylon. The angle here actually is absolutely terrible for Creator, and it only gets worse with force fields.
It's getting worse and worse. Now he's got all these shield batteries that aren't really able to do anything.
If only he had more shield batteries down here.
I think that's about it, Tasteless.
Ideally, he would have wanted to fight this in an arc in the way that the shield batteries were set up. Unfortunately, Creator, after having an incredible showing, appears to be getting fleshed out here in the round of 32, despite having one of his best showings in a long time.
A little bit surprising that he did not go into any other tech or any anti-stalker units, because it's not like you can't build a second Warp Prism, but Classic, he comes back and makes the group not quite as upsetty as it was.
Creator is truly our tragic hero of the GSL. Always shows good games. He has ups, he has downs. He clearly loves StarCraft 2 and is very passionate about it. He's still playing and showing up in GSLs, but the truth is, like, again, we've seen this story happen before. And of course, he knows he's lost now. I think he's simply digesting it.
He's waiting to finish Tasteless.
Before he realizes there's no pylon there. Okay. GG. Man, that sucks for Creator.